Paige, what's happening?
Hi, how are you?
I'm
There we
good. How
go.
you doing?
I am
How you
doing well.
doing?
All right. So definitely an honor and privilege to talk to you as a longtime fan of your music, from Chemistry all the way up to now with this new album, Love Always Wins, coming out
Yeah,
Friday.
yeah.
Very excited about it. So let's get right into it. First and foremost, how are you holding up with this whole COVID situation with us being pretty much in quarantine?
Well, all things considered, we're holding up pretty good. I'm busier at home than I am out on the road. I miss being out performing, but we have enough at home to keep us busy. Me and the wife and the kids are here, loving each other, and we got enough room to get together and love on each other, and enough room to disperse when we need to. So we're holding up all right. Yeah,
Absolutely. Now, of course, it has to be like a little bit challenging with you having the new album coming out soon.
yeah,
Definitely have to be a little bit challenging because you can't do the traditional promotion route with going to the actual radio stations and doing
right.
performances out there and relying pretty much on social media for the most part to connect with your fans. Have you run into
Yeah.
any challenges, or have you found anything that works for you in the midst of this?
I mean, well, definitely social media is a huge help, and Zoom is a lifesaver, right? I mean, all of we ain't missed a beat as far as radio promotions and interviews, right? Because I'm on calls all day, which is good. Getting the word out about my new album, Love Always Wins, which comes out this Friday. So we're really excited about it, and taking it a day at a time, and making sure that we stay connected with our fans. And speaking of which, they can connect with me at Music by Kim on all
Of course.
platforms. Come check me out, holler at your boy. Love to hear from you, and love to know what you guys think about the new music.
Absolutely. And we're definitely very excited with you coming from the Detroit area.
Yeah,
Always excited to play your music and to have you on. And of course, the new album, Love Always Wins. It seems like that should serve as your mantra, not only for your music, but also for your life as well. Like,
yeah.
what gets you inspired to continue to pour all that love and all that passion into your music?
I think love is the most important thing. At the end of the day, love is really the only thing, right? The only thing that the one thing that we all have in common is that somebody loves us, and we love somebody. And when all else fails, that will still stand. So I don't think that there is no greater topic, to write about. Especially considering, all that is that's going on in the world right now. So I feel really good about the new music, and I hope you guys dig it too.
Well, a lot of our listeners are definitely feeling your music that you put out so far. Lie to Me is definitely a favorite for all of our listeners, from our neighbors to even our mayor pro tem saying, "Hey, when are you going to play Lie to Me? That's my jam." Like, that you're still getting all this love, or is it something like you kind of, starting to get used to at this point?
No, I don't take it for granted. It feels really good having coming out with Lie to Me earlier this year, and having it go number one and stay at number one for 7 weeks. We don't take it for granted. That feels really good after having been out of the marketplace with new music since 2014. So, we're grateful. We're grateful, and we're excited. That's what you want to happen, but just because you want it don't mean it will. So we're
Right.
grateful for all of our friends at radio and all of our fans, for supporting the music through the years. We love you, and we don't take it for granted.
Absolutely. And of course, you have the new single out right now, Live Out Your Love, with the one and only Toni Braxton, which we're very excited about. I was actually
Yeah.
at Toni's last concert in Detroit, Valentine's Day, when she brought you
Right.
up on stage.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, I was actually there, and you sung with her, and your voices just meshed so perfectly. So tell us a little bit about the creative process behind that track, because I understand you had to do things a little bit differently due to the pandemic.
Yeah, yeah. And actually that song, her being on that record, was inspired by that show,
Wow.
in Detroit. Because I left that night and I was like, dude, I got to do a record with Toni Braxton. Let me figure out what that is, and so really excited to have her on the project. Love Always, the album is Love Always Wins, but Live Out Your Love is the song that Tony's on. and we're really, really excited about it. I sent her the files to the song. It was done. I had sang there's a version with me singing the whole song.
Wow.
But I sent her the music once we knew that she was going to be on board with the record, and she recorded it. I think she recorded it in Babyface's studio on the West Coast. You know, it took a couple of days. She, you know, was very gracious. She kept asking, you know, I just want to make sure that, you know, I'm going in the right direction. I'm like, come on, Tony, for real? Like, really, you asking me that? You know what I'm saying? So to have a living legend, you know, on my project is like a beautiful thing, and I couldn't be happier about it.
Absolutely. So what else can we expect from the new album? I heard you actually have a couple more collaborations that we should be excited about.
Yeah, we have Brian Culbertson on a song called "Lonely." His piano is really just like phenomenal and amazing. I love the way that he plays. So he's on the album. There's also another song, well, the title song of the album, "Love Always Wins," features Erica Campbell, Mary Mary. So it's, you know, it's a very strong, powerful, and needed record, you know, in this climate that we're living in. So I'm excited for you all to hear that, as well as the rest of the album. I always feel like, you know, my current project is the best music that I've made to date, and this album is no different. You know, I feel really good about it, and I hope you guys love it as much as we do.
Absolutely. Now, not only are you this amazing artist, amazing musician, amazing performer, but you also take the time to give back through your nonprofit organization, Mac and Third Incorporated, which combats a lot of issues that have been affecting us, including homelessness, domestic violence, substance abuse, food insecurity. And during this particular time where a lot of folks are taking a major hit with this pandemic and everything, coming from that standpoint, what are your thoughts on like what we can do to get ourselves back on track?
You know, I think that, you know, the foundation, Mac and Third, you know, we're trying to find partnerships to deal with food insecurity, because that's really been on my heart. You know, we've been talking so much about COVID-19, but not talking so much about, you know, the impact that it's having on people's lives, you know, economically, dude. It's like, I can't, you know, that shoe has dropped. But I mean, but we really haven't seen the impact of that. So I'm trying to figure out ways to be of service to the community in that way, because it's, you know, it's a pretty big deal. I don't know when, you know, we're gonna get back to normal. So until we do, we need to be looking for ways to take care of each other in the meantime. You know, really, 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 thank you for mentioning that. I appreciate it.
Of course. We definitely appreciate you as a person and as an artist and as a philanthropist for everything that you've been doing for us for these past few years. It's like since your first album came out like a while ago. So it's definitely an honor to talk to you. Now, when it comes to this album, Love Always Wins, what is the major message that you want to put out there through this record?
The major message in this album is that love always wins. That, you know, there is one thing that we all have in common, and that is that somebody loves us, and we love somebody, right? And at the end of the day, you know, that when all else fails, you know, that is what will be left standing. You know what I'm saying? So my hope is that this music will help inspire people to, and encourage people to not give up on love and not give up on the good in the world, in spite of all the craziness that we see happening right now.
Absolutely. Of these three remain faith, hope, and love, and the greatest of these is love. So definitely.
Come on, sister. Like, come on now. Look, we're gonna pass the plate in a minute. Listen. It never failed. It's patient. It's kind.
We're about to have some
slow to anger.
Love it, love it. Well, Detroit's own Kim, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk with us about your new album. Of course, follow him social media. Music by Kim is where you can find him. Love Always Wins. Available for pre-order now. Comes out Friday. Kim, honor and a privilege to talk to you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for making time for me. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe.
Of course, you too. Take care.
All right.